Let's go on to part 2 of the 2 times I got pulled over last year. Let's start off by, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's get right into it. The second time I got pulled over was by a Texas state trooper. And this one, I am actually highly upset because it has been a headache. So just in about 2 weeks, I'm about to get off probation. So I can get no tickets, no nothing. So I could get the ticket off my record. So what happened? Again, I was coming off work on that same stretch of highway 83. 83? Hold on. I'm sorry. Highway 82 between Benjamin and Seymour. And if you guys don't know where Benjamin is at, between Lubbock and Seymour on that same highway. Now, I got pulled over, sorry, not on the small towns, just on the regular stretch of highway. Here's what happened. So, my Red Line 360C did its job, actually. The Department of Texas did not do its job. They need better training. So this is what happened, right? I'm driving the speed limit. Now, before you guys say, oh, what happened? Like, why'd you get pulled over? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. So, my radar detector picked K8, man. But it would pick it up and shut off. Pick it up and shut off. Pick it up and shut off. So I'm like, all right, they're doing pop or instant K8, right? So, I'm doing 75, right? I'm doing 75. There's a lot of heavy traffic coming westbound. I'm hitting eastbound. And there's this truck behind me just pulling on me, just catching up to me. I'm still doing 75, all right? So I come and I could see the cop. He's on the shoulder, on the right shoulder, right? He's on the right shoulder. What does he do? Turn on his radar. Ding! I'm not tripping. I'm doing 75, but why should I be afraid, right? And whatever. So I'm like, okay, he's probably gonna go after the car behind me because that's the car that was definitely speeding because he was catching up to me. That truck, I'm sorry, it was a truck. That truck must have not seen it because right when he got up to me, he slowed down big time. So the cop, you know, when you put your car in drive, your brake lights come on. He put the car in drive. He's on the shoulder and he's right behind me. I'm like, oh, he's probably waiting for the truck to pass him because why would he be pulling me over when I'm doing the speed limit, right? No, sir. He didn't see that nobody was passing him, so he was just cruising along with us. He gets behind me and pulls me over. I'm like, what in the world, right? Take for granted, this whole time there was heavy traffic the other way, and that truck was catching up to me. He pulls me over. I get off to the right shoulder. You know, I get my license and I couldn't find my insurance. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is not good. All right, I'm like, you know what? He could probably find me through his system, whatever, through my plates. I told him, hey, he comes up to my window and he tells me, trooper, yada yada yada, with the yada 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 department. I'm like, yeah. I gave him my license. He's like, you have your insurance? I'm like, no. I'm like, I can't find it. He's like, all right. He's like, I'll look you up. He's like, you know the reason why I'm pulling you over? I'm like, no, sir. He says, I'm pulling you over because you're doing 85 in a 75. I'm like, what? 85 in a 75? I'm like, and I told him, I'm like, there's no way I was doing 85 in a 75. He's like, yeah, you were. I'm like, no, I wasn't. I'm like, I have my cruise control on 75. He's like, then he went on about, he gave me the classic excuse. The classic excuse of, he's like, I have back radar. And when I clocked you in at 85. And then he said something along the line with, you were the one pulling away. And I told him, pulling him away from who if I was the front car? I'm like, the truck behind me was pulling towards me. I was never pulling away from anybody. And I told him, I knew you were here. I knew you were here since like 2 miles ago. And you were even reported on the Apple Maps at speed check. I'm like, so there's no way I was doing 85. I'm like, as a matter of fact, my truck is GPS. If I was to be doing 85, my company would get an email saying I'm going over the speed limit. And then he says, oh, okay. He's like, yeah. He's like, truck is a rental? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I pull you guys over all the time, which made me feel targeted. Like, really, just because I have a white truck with out-of-state license plates, I'm targeted. And then like his whole reasoning of pulling me over made no sense at all. There was no car in front of me. The car behind me was catching up to me, and I had a cruise control, right? And then he tells me, he's like, yeah, it's gonna be a citation. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. So he goes back, writes this little citation, and you know, I noticed that he was a younger guy, so I'm like, oh, probably he doesn't have that much experience on radar. So he comes back with the citation, and he gives me a citation, 85 and a 75, which I felt offended. You know, if it would have been a citation for like 76, 77, or 80, 76 or 77, you know, I would have taken it. All right, whatever. You know, sometimes the calibration is not right, you know, whatever the X excuse. But 10 over, what I was actually doing kind of offended me. So you know what? I'm going to take this to court. Boy, that was the worst idea of my life. Oh my God. So the court was in Seymour, right? I'm from Houston. I'm used to, you know, I get a lawyer, I go to court, and if the cop don't show up, it's a dismissal, right? That's how it's always been in Houston. When I got pulled over, I think I was like 19. I was like 19, 20 years old. I think I was 19. I got a lawyer, I went to court, cop didn't show up, ticket dismissed. Cool. I'm like, and on this one, I got proof because I called my rental company and they were able to get me the tracker, and not once I went over the speed limit on that highway that day. Cool. So I'm like, you know what? I hit up some lawyers and I hit up the judge. The judge was like, yeah, you have to come in. And once you come in, we could figure a court date and everything. I'm like, okay, cool. So, ironically, the day I picked up my truck, it's also the day I went to court, right? Perfect timing. I don't know, man. These small cities, small counties, whatever, courts are way different than the city. There wasn't even a court. I had to go to the judge's office, which was, by the way, great lady. And I told her, hey, so I have data that shows that I wasn't going over the speed limit. And she's like, well, there's nothing I could do about it. I'm going by what the cop says. If you want to take it to court, it's going to take a couple more months. And we got to arrange a court hearing and take it from there. I was like, yeah, no. I'm not even from here. I'm like, this is not going to work out. So she gave me 3 options, right? 3 options. Either I pay the citation, which was like $500. Like, what in the world? Or lying, it wasn't $500. It was like $400 something, but it's like $500. And you're gonna see why it was almost $500. Or I could get the ticket deferred. There's 2 ways I could get it deferred, right? Either I take defensive driving classes, which the state of Texas is going to send me something. And after they send me something, I got to take the class. Then I got to send my certificate with my insurance to the state of Texas. And they're going to send me something back. And I got to send it to a judge. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Or the third is go on probation for, I think, 60 days. Go on probation for 60 days. No tickets, no nothing. Now, I don't know if you guys know, I am the worst. I have the worst luck with vehicles ever. And animal life, right? I've hit deers, coyotes, raccoons, anything out here. I've already hit it. So I'm like, you know what? Give me the fur. So I had to pay the court fee, the citation, and then another fee, right? And I'm going to be on probation until January the 21st or the 22nd. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But you know how bad it feels? You know how bad it feels to be seen as guilty when you're innocent? Sorry. I just had some Jersey mics. First time I had them, freaking good. Number 8, mic all the way, or however you say it. Amazing. So anyways, yeah. These small courts are way different than big courts. And these state troopers are ruthless. Like, I don't know why. I still want to see what Why did he pull the... You were pulling away. Pulling away from who, brother? Pulling away from who? I was the first car. In my mind, I think what happened is that he had the... He picked up the truck behind me as the fastest vehicle because the truck behind me was a bigger truck. And I guess I got the bad end of the stick. It was I was very upset. Very upset. You know, and like I told you guys in the first part, if I was speeding, cool, I would have taken it. But in this one, I wasn't even speeding, you know? Like, what the hell? But yeah, I got a citation. So I have 12 more days of probation, no tickets for 12 more days, and that citation's off my record. But yeah, to that state trooper that pulled me over on that highway, I don't like you, bro. I really don't. That was so uncalled for. So yeah, that's my story, guys. Because of that, I think I might be getting a escort dash cam. But the problem is that if small cities take that long for you to take something to court, is it even worth it? To me, not really. That's why I just chose to get it deferred. So yeah, I got pulled over. So yeah, guys, sucks. Anyways, yeah, guys, Redline 360C did its job, but unfortunately, you know, it had to happen. I had to get a citation on the road. Unfortunately, it was under the worst circumstances. I wasn't at fault, which kind of sucks. And before you guys hit me in the comments of, oh, you're denying you speeding, no, I'm not. If I would have been speeding, I would admit it. You guys have seen my videos of me getting pulled over, or I've told you guys of me getting pulled over, and I've told you guys about when I have sped before. I'll own up to it, but this one I'll never own up to it. As a matter of fact, I'm upset, and I'm so traumatized. Actually, yeah, I'm so traumatized. Every time I even pick up a K or KA ban on that road, I'm driving under the speed limit. Speed limit 75, I'm driving 67 or 70. Nothing above 70 because I'm not getting pulled over no more on that road. But yeah, guys, that being said, have a nice one. Stay warm. I'm in North Texas. It's very, very cold up here. It's snowing, and if you guys do know, I do not have good experiences with snow and ice. If you guys go back, there's a video of me sliding on ice with one of my trucks. I think it's still up there. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at it. But yeah, thank you guys. Have a good one. Stay safe, and see you guys later.